Unseen's work wellbeing site visits are really important, especially in construction, for a number of reasons. So what they involve is members of the Unseen team going out onto different construction sites, and what we do is we interview workers. So we're gathering direct worker voice, which is really vital to actually understand what is happening on a site. We speak to workers in a confidential setting, we make sure that we speak one-on-one, and everything's anonymous as well. So we really encourage workers to be as open and as honest as they'd like to be. What we're looking for is to see how businesses' policies and processes are actually working in practice and how they're translating to workers. And then also what we can identify is any red flags or potential indicators of exploitation that might be happening or that we might be seeing on site. So there are lots of different things that we see on our worker wellbeing site visits. These do vary from site to site, and they also vary depending on the industry that we're looking at. But there are some things that we commonly see across the board. So one of the key things we see is a really low awareness of whistleblowing routes or any form of anonymous reporting route, which can obviously put workers at risk if they don't know how to report a potential concern. We also see informal recruitment, so workers being recruited via friends or family members or through non-legitimate online websites. We also see individuals without proper terms of employment, so individuals might not have a contract actually outlining what their pay and their hours are, or what they should expect to get out of their job. Similarly, we see pay deductions, so individuals being charged for a number of things, whether that is for accommodation, for PPE, for any tools. I also wanted to mention language barriers being a really key thing that we see. So individuals that don't necessarily speak English as their first language may struggle on site because contracts, inductions, policies aren't translated into workers' native languages, meaning that they are dependent on other people on site to translate for them, which can put them at high risk. I think a really key way for a business to reduce the risk of modern slavery and also to be identifying modern slavery is by really promoting and communicating the grievance mechanisms that are in place, whether that is any form of feedback route, so suggestion boxes, worker surveys, any way you can gather worker voice, and then also making sure you're really clearly communicating with all workers on site, whether they speak English or not, your whistleblowing or speak up routes, and also promoting that culture of speaking up. Often we see workers that fear repercussions, they wouldn't want to report anything on site, and actually that's the only way you're going to be able to identify potential exploitation and also put things in place to remediate that and also prevent that in the future. Unseen's work wellbeing site visits align with the new Transparency in Supply Chains guidance for a number of different reasons. Guidance focuses on direct supplier and worker engagement in partnership with a relevant NGO, which is exactly what our site visits offer. So the focus of the guidance and also our visits is collaboration with workers to develop and implement actions, programs and initiatives that minimise the risk of modern slavery. So not only do our visits align with the criteria in the guidance, but our work wellbeing site visits are also highlighted as a best practice case study. So if you're looking to strengthen your current due diligence processes in line with the statutory guidance, then feel free to get in touch with myself or with the team and we'd be happy to discuss.